Hey, what's going on, you guys? Welcome to another episode. Today, we're going to talk about prayer and meditation. Now, those two things might seem like they're very polar opposite of each other, but they're not as mutually exclusive as you might think. In fact, meditation is key is key to having a happy and healthy prayer life. Now, what is prayer? You might ask. Well, prayer is direct communication with God. It is also a platform to send in requests. Now, don't misconstrue that with just thinking that's all that really is. I mean, this isn't Starbucks. This isn't a place where you go and place your order and you go, hey God, I want this, or hey God, I want a happier marriage, or hey God, I want a nicer car, or hey God, I want a nicer house, and then wish granted, right? When it doesn't work like that. God is not some kind of genie, right? Because there's usually one of three answers that takes place whenever you submit a request, right? It's either yes, no, or not yet. And if it's a not yet, well then chances are it's because you're not ready for that request to be fulfilled. If it's a no, well there's a reason behind that no, right? And you may not know that reason for years and years and years. The reason it's no is because whatever you're asking for probably wouldn't be that good for you, right? It would probably be very detrimental to your life and to those around you. So it's not really a platform for you to start sending in your requests, right? I mean, it is, but it isn't. But here's the problem with that is that most people don't know what they want. Most people don't even know who they are. And that's where meditation comes in. Meditation is important in achieving not just a better relationship with God or a better prayer life, but it'll positively impact all other facets of your life. Now, meditation isn't just some weird, like voodoo, like spiritual, making all these weird noises. That's not what meditation is. Now, there are different versions of meditation. People like to do yoga. People like to do Tai Chi. I've never done yoga. I've never done Tai Chi, but I have done meditation. Now, why is meditation beneficial for you? Well, it's beneficial because you were just by yourself. You're just closing your eyes and you're just being. You're not worried about all the distractions. You're not worried about what's going on. You're not worried about other people's opinions. You're not worried about like other people's problems, right? You're just staying in the moment. You're being present and you're digging deep within yourself. And plus, it's also good for your prefrontal cortex. It's good at helping you expand that part of your brain, because when it starts to get filled up and it starts to get narrower and like all the space starts closing in, you can't think. And when you can't think, what happens? Well, now you're starting to make decisions out of just purely based off of emotion, right? You feel anxious, or you feel anger, or you feel depressed, and so most of your decisions are very impulsive, and they do not serve you in the long run. And so you have to dig deep within yourself. You have to get to know yourself. It's not age. It's not a certain position that you achieve in life that helps you get there. You have to have inner dialogues with yourself, and you have to have them often. It's just good. It's just great overall for your quality of life and the way that you carry yourself and the way that you interact with other people. But more importantly, it's good for your prayer life too. You'll be able to think more clearly. You'll be able to have deep and meaningful conversations with God. You know, prayer isn't just some platform to send in your requests. It's a platform for conversation, for gratitude. God, thank you so much for today. Thank you so much that I woke up this morning. Thank you so much that I'm breathing. Thank you so much for not letting me give up on myself. Thank you so much for my family. Thank you so much for my friends. Thank you so much for my job. Rather than, hey God, I need this. Hey God, I want that. There's not necessarily anything wrong with that. But you have to know what you want. And God already promised He's going to fulfill all of your needs. Do you trust Him enough to do that? I mean, He's already said it. Prayer is just communication with Him. That's it. And all meditation is just a gateway to be able to achieve a more in-depth, a more clear vision of what you want and what you want to pray for, and what you want to talk to God about. So that's why, in order to have a good prayer life, you have to meditate. It might be very time consuming for most people. So spend at least 5 minutes, 10 minutes. Do it when you get out of bed. Don't touch your phone. Don't worry about anything else. Don't go to the kitchen and eat breakfast right away. Really sit with yourself. Think. Learn to breathe. Do some deep breathing exercises, and then pray. Say, hey God, I'm ready to talk to you. Hey God, thank you so much that I woke up this morning. And that's how that works. And that's why both prayer and meditation are essential in maintaining a happy, healthier, more fulfilling life. So anyway, guys, hope that you enjoyed this episode. I hope it brought value. I hope it inspired you. And if you did, share it with your friends and your family. Remember to subscribe to me on YouTube at Collective Beer Fellows. Follow me on Instagram here. It's Matty_Eyes. And then, as always, I hope that you guys have a great rest of your day, and I will talk to you again soon.